Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. So let's get started with the reading. Ooh, nice. So the energy, kind of the underlying energy theme foundation of this month is the Magician. These are really funky cards. I chose them for you because I felt like they made you rely more on your intuition and your emotions, and the colors. You guys are the artists of the zodiac, I feel like, or one of them at least. So the Magician, manifesting, you have the star in the background and this light. It's almost like an explosion of creativity. So the magician has gone through all the suits, okay? So he has collected um, all the lessons of the swords, all the cups, all the pentacles, all the wands, all of them. So he has a very stocked toolbox for, spiritual growth and living his life. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm being very distracted. Okay, so you want to manifest something this month, and you have the tools to do it. So you have the Ten of Cups, very, very nice. Happy family card. Is there such thing as the perfect happy family? That's what you need to ask yourself with this card, and just make sure you have realistic expectations and that no one's perfect and families are made up of a bunch of imperfect people. I just said this in another reading. So just remember that, yes, the perfect family, but it's the perfect family in an imperfect world in your own circumstances. And it doesn't have to, won't look the same for anybody. Every happy family has their ups and downs and their own flavor. So don't judge. Back to the judgment card. Judge yourself on other people. Look within and figure out what you consider to be priorities and things that you need to be happy. And are those being fulfilled? And if you can say yes to most of them, even a majority of them, and then I think you're doing really well. Um, Seven of Pentacles is a card that tells us that there is there is a rhythm and a pattern and a process and a cycle in this world. And no, some things just need to be nurtured along and they will mature when they mature. That goes for children. That goes for, if you're gardening, you can't make the corn grow any faster than it grows. And no amount of like nagging it and yelling at it and being impatient with it, that's not going to do anything. You just need to nurture it along. So actually, that really hit home for me as a parent, because we can get so worried or frustrated or concerned about things with our children. It's like, chill out. It's a process. They're not supposed to mature till they're 18, which is kind of ridiculous. Most people, I don't think, mature till much later than that. And there are just life lessons we need to go through, most of us. So we're going to take some time, or you are, I'm sorry, I'm not, and figure out what their truth is, what their happy family is, and realize that it's a process and it takes patience to cultivate that. And during that time, be productive and use to work on if you can't change external factors at the moment, that, to use the time wisely and look within. Wow, that's interesting. The Two of Cups. Huh. Wow. So don't be leaving someone and go right into another relationship. That's a no-no. But I think this just shows that walking away from things that do not bring you emotional fulfillment opens the possibility for the Two of Cups. This is that second part of the card I was talking about. Look forward to, in the future, having a job environment, a relationship, whatever it is that is positive and mutually supportive, and where you can come together with someone else and have a positive experience. That's what we all want. And that is what you're moving towards when the Eight of Cups comes up. That is exactly what you're moving. You're moving away from a negative situation and opening yourself up to positive emotional relationships in the future. I'm going to move right on to the other card because I feel like there's still a part missing. So let's check it out. Wow, Queen of Cups. So it is all cups. Very, I don't want to say emotional week coming up, because it doesn't have to be emotional as in, that person's a drama queen emotion. But that's where in some weeks we're in our head, some where, the job front, or pentacles, we're working on our house, things like that. This is very much in how we feel. We want to feel good about things, and that's going to be a priority. So if you have been in an emotionally abusive or stressful situation, you may be finally making that decision, or something may happen that may push you to finally make the change that you probably have needed to make for a long time, and it. But for whatever reason, for financial reasons or timing reasons, or you just weren't there yet, and people need to go through their own process. It's very easy to judge other people. Oh, their boyfriend's terrible, their husband's terrible, the job's terrible, just get out. But we all have our process to go through, how we got into that situation, the history between people, and you just never know. So if you're a friend of a person that's going through this, try to be supportive and kind. It's sometimes hard. And so the Queen of Cups, so she is, on her good days, she is very, and I really think this reading is the positive aspect of the Queen. She is very emotionally balanced and stable. She's able to express her emotions and deal with other people's emotions without letting her emotions get out of control. She's very warm and caring and supportive and intuitive. So she fits well with this reading, because again, I feel like we're walking away with the 8. We're opening ourselves up to the 2, or, in the case of a job or whatever, you've found another job and you're leaving, or maybe you've been stuck in the 8 of Cups for a long time. Maybe you've left a situation, but you haven't opened yourself up to the possibility of a new one. And I know my friends are going to say that's me. So maybe you finally are getting, you don't want to be careful not to get stuck in the 8 of Cups. And get stuck in shutting the door to the relationship, but forgetting to turn around and look at the new possibilities ahead of you. And I think something's going to happen that's going to open us up this week to new possibilities, open us up emotionally, and allow the possibilities to come in. And we're really going to have grown enough that we're coming into this Queen of Cups energy, and we're really able to face a new emotional situation. Let's say it's a relationship, with emotional maturity. And we're not going to just, fall head over heels and become so absorbed in the emotions. That would be the negative side of this Queen. And these are all positive cards, so I'm not going to read her in her negative aspects. She's in her positive aspects, which means we have learned lessons. We learned, I think, the 8 of Cups I just keep going back to, because I feel like a lot of people have been stuck there, needing to get out for a long time, or stuck in that limbo point between the two sides of that card, and something is pushing us, whether we meet someone new, or there's a change at the company and there's a new boss or someone you work with that, oh my God, this person gets me, and you feel good about your work again and the work environment, and you're excited, but your experience has brought a level of wisdom and maturity that the Queen of Cups has, that you know your feelings, but you don't let your feelings rule your behavior. So that's a really wonderful reading. Try to open yourself up to possibilities. Just keep things, keep the Queen of Cups in mind, and don't allow your feelings to get carried away. Just be mature and use all that wonderful wisdom you gained, and move forward. I thank you very much for watching. Take care.